Hello and welcome to another Cardano update video. In this video, we want to take a look at the Cardano price, the Bitcoin price. We want to try to make sense of what has happened today and what we now have to look out for in the next steps. However, we've had some really positive news by the Cardano team. You can see here that the smart contracts upgrade is now confirmed for the 12th of September. The update proposal to the Cardano mainnet has been submitted today. That's my understanding. They only tweeted that an hour ago, input output. So very bullish, very positive. And it confirms what we've been talking about on this channel, that the mainnet will go live, as planned. So that's positive. And now let's get to the interesting stuff. Let's take a look at some prices. So as you know, I did some update videos today, really try to calm you down and talk about what I'm planning to do now, which is basically just buying more. And when I look at this chart here on CoinMarketCap, when I look at all of this, I mean, what I can see is really juicy discounts. That's my view. You can have a different view and that's fine. We're all in different financial positions anyway. If you want to sell, fine, but I would warn everybody to sell in panic, because I know how a lot of you guys are feeling who might not have been in the market for very long. And I remember, I think it was 2017, when I didn't really have a clue about what I was doing with crypto investing. I was just getting into that market. And I was sort of panicking out of, it was only a small investment that I made back in the time. But yeah, I had no clue. But since then, I've been heavily buying and have been heavily educated myself about the crypto market. And I think now, I've seen so many of these dips and I kind of got numb to these. It's not really anything that excites me too much. I actually look forward to these, because if these happen, to be honest, it was a bit boring in the last few days or weeks. But if these things here happen, it means at least something's moving, and there are always opportunities to buy cheaper, especially if you're a long-term holder. I mean, I've been talking about holding long-term on this channel since I really started the channel, and I've got a time horizon of like 3 to 5 years, definitely. However, I've got a shorter-term trading portfolio as well, but I'm not heavily focused on that. I really try to accumulate and build wealth with cryptocurrencies, especially Cardano, but also Bitcoin, also Ethereum, Ripple, and some other ones that we've talked about that have really done really well in the last few days and weeks, like for example Quant especially. Anyway, let's carry on and let's take a look at some prices and why that could have happened today. So this is Bitcoin, and I talked about this morning that a breakout would be happening. However, it went to the downside, and to be honest, it went much bigger than I expected. I mean, I don't think anyone expected such a huge red candle in one day. Few things I think that happened today. One thing is we were about to break back into this channel, or actually ascending wedge, which is actually a bearish pattern. I mentioned that so many times on this channel, out of which we broke out at some point end of August, and I think we tried to get back in. But here we had a rejection. And it's very hard to say if that was the cause for that drop. I think we had a very strong rejection here, certainly. What could have happened then, it might have been combined with a few other factors. For example, El Salvador is introducing Bitcoin today. And I think that could have been also a planned attack, to be honest, on the Bitcoin space and to make Bitcoin less popular in that country. There are wealthy people who sort of control the market. So whatever technical analysis you're doing, if these people decide to, produce a big sell-off, they can, because they know when certain orders are being triggered, when certain stop losses will be triggered, and when people will be thrown out of the market that are doing leverage trading. By the way, I always advise against leverage trading. It's not something I do. I did it in the past. I'm not really happy. I'm not a fan of it. Made a little bit of money with it, but the truth is, and I found it too stressful. The truth is, if you're not a professional trader, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. It's nearly guaranteed that you will lose money with it. So I'm not doing any leverage trading. So that's why I can hold through these dips as well. Now, what we can see, a huge sell-off, but what is actually good, sort of bullish, but it's hard to find something bullish with it. But it is still good because, we have had a drop to actually down to this level, 42,000. And it's one of the levels that I've got on this chart here, 42,000, and we bounced off. So the buyers were very quick to step in, and we've now secured our space again for now above the 46,500, which is an important level. That is really important. I want us to close the daily candle above that, because if we don't, then we're actually breaking below this low. That means we make a lower low on the daily, which we don't want to do. This is an important level, the 46,500, believe me. And also we are now above the 200-day moving average again, which is important as well to basically confirm that we are still in an uptrend. That is important. We want to close above that. So watch out for that 46,500 level today. That is key, even though we had a massive drop and we were at something like 20% today, I think. You know, guys, now we are only back at the 10% correction. That is not even that massive anymore. But yeah, it was very interesting roller coaster ride today. I grabbed some ADA at a discount today, and hopefully you did as well, if you wanted to, obviously. But yeah, that is the level we need to watch out for. I think it all came from, we tried to break into this channel again, or a standing wedge, and we failed, and then we got down. We were on a good route here back, you know, making higher lows and everything, and then we had that rejection. And I think, you know, it could have been a planned attack of people really triggering a sell-off, also because of El Salvador. I don't think it's a coincidence that it's today when El Salvador is introducing Bitcoin. So guys, to be honest, it wasn't on my radar anymore that this was happening today in El Salvador, but yeah, indeed it was. So anyway, let's take a look at Cardano, because Cardano did actually do something very interesting as well. We dropped down to, you know, honestly, nearly $2, nearly $2 very briefly. I think it was only very briefly, but then found some support here at 220, 230, pretty much at 230 now. We had another engulfing red candle, unfortunately, but again, the buyers were quick to step in below 230. We found support, so pretty much 220 provided some support here, and now they are, you know, they're buying it up, which is great. Now, could a further sell-off happen? I think it is possible. You know, certainly we could see some further price reductions, but the thing is, if we continue to, you know, if sort of the powers to be want us to continue to be in an uptrend, we need to close above that 46,500 level. I mean, I did say before that drops of I did say before that drops of 30% are, you know, not normal, but they are certainly not something unusual in the crypto market, and that can happen during a day, you know. So it's no need to panic. Honestly, it's no need to panic. I actually am a little bit excited that these things happen, because it allows me to get into cryptocurrencies that I didn't really want to get into before, because, you know, we were at pretty high prices for some of them. And now, yeah, that's why I bought a little bit more of certain cryptos today. But yeah, let's get back to Cardano. So we are now at the 240 level again. So we sort of have recovered a little bit from that drop today. Congratulations, by the way, for anyone who bought at $2.05 or something. So that was, I think, a bargain, considering what's going to happen in the next few days, that we get smart contracts and so on. So yeah, it's really hard to say a lot of volatility in the market, and it's nearly impossible to say what's going to happen. We need to wait how the daily candle closes. That's the key thing. Unfortunately, Cardano is making a lower low here, unfortunately, contrast to Bitcoin, which might actually be able to recover about above the 46,500, as I just told you. Cardano, however, is struggling a little bit. I need to go back to let me go back to the 4-hour chart. And on here we can see I believe we would need to get at least above the 247. So I would want us to close, or at least I would want us to close above 250. That'd be really great. That'd be really good. And you can see on the 4-hour we were there already. A lot of uncertainty. You can see that with this 4-hour candle here, that we have this long shadow to the downside, the long shadow to the upside, and really nearly no body at the moment. A lot of uncertainty, guys. So let's just hope we close above 250. That'd be bullish in my opinion. Well, bullish, it's hard to say, find something bullish, but it would sort of say we would still be above that swing low here. If we drop down here, wouldn't be great, to be honest. However, on the 4-hour, yeah, we're above the 200-day, and not 200-day, but 200 period moving average. Let's go back to the daily. But here, as I said, I want us to close above 250. That would be a, you know, at least sort of bullish signal. The most bullish thing that I can find on this. At the moment, yeah, we are a bit far away from that, but you can actually see here that we actually dropped exactly down to the 50-day moving average. We're obviously way above the 200-day moving average, but we've broken below the 20-day moving average at the moment. But yeah, again, 250 is what I look out for here on the Cardano chart. We want to get the daily close above that. And Bitcoin, which is recovering a little bit again, which is nice, is needs to close above 46,500. Now, if Bitcoin recovers more, I hope ADA will recover more, but there was a lot of FUD in the last few days, and we've already made insane gains. So I believe, to be honest, I think that sell-off was probably something we needed, because Cardano was losing momentum up here. So that this is always that the weak hands are being shaken out of the market, which is actually good. The people who want to make some quick money needs to be shaken out, so the prices can go up further. That's what generally needs to happen sometimes. But yeah, I haven't sold anything. Obviously, I am continuing to hold. I like these price drops because they give me the opportunity to buy more. And it's nothing unusual, to be honest. We've seen that before, and I can only repeat that. And I can only, recommend that you stay calm. You don't panic sell. Sometimes it's good to just close the laptop or close the mobile phone and get out of these trading apps and whatever. Don't watch the price all the time. To be honest, I just do it because people want to listen to it. But I am a long-term holder, you know that, guys. And I kind of got numb to these price drops because they happen. And then in the past, I got a bit, pissed off and excited and whatever. But these days, it is sort of emotionless, which is actually good, because the less emotion you have when you invest, the better, because then you don't make stupid decisions. So I can only, just sort of bring this message across that I stay calm. Please stay calm, guys. Always try to zoom out and look at a longer term picture. To be honest, on the grand scheme of things, where we are now, we were only like 3 weeks ago. So it's not really anything dramatic. 22nd of August, when people were very excited that we saw these prices, try to think back how it was then. Yes, we've dropped now, but it's not like, it's always that these people come out then and talk about Cardano's dropping down to $1. No, it won't. And it certainly, if it does, it would just be a bargain, guys. $1, I would love these prices again, honestly. And that's what I always say. I think in a few years we look back and we would wish that these prices came back. But we won't see them, I think, again very, very soon, or at least not in the next few years. There'll always be volatility in the short term. But yeah, I think for me, Cardano works out very well as an investment. I think there's a huge potential in this cryptocurrency and in the project, and I can't wait for Sunday and Monday. All right, let me know where you think the price is going to go today and in the next few days in the comments, please. And as always, I appreciate all your comments, all your likes, and all the new subscribers. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.